Alright. Hello, everyone. My name is Masterstarman, and, yeah, it feels weird that we're making another freaking anniversary video at this point. As of tomorrow at the time of recording this, but as of today, when I'm actually uploading this, I guess, officially marks 14 years since I started making... Since I started my channel. Not making videos, but since I started my YouTube channel. And I know the number, like, in some ways feels a little less significant every single time. I made a grandiose year out of my year 10 anniversary, and subsequently, I guess, my return to my year 12 anniversary, but, like, I don't know, the more the years go on, the more they just kind of go on, I guess. It's kind of wild to me how fast time flies sometimes. But yeah. So, I don't have a whole lot of time today, so I am just kind of going to quickly cut to a lot of the points here, some of the things that are kind of coming up here, and I guess I can quickly talk about why videos kind of took a halt in January. This just was not a very good month for me, period, in all honesty. It wasn't. There was a lot of kind of difficulties and hardships that kind of just came, not for any, like, particular reason, just some anxieties and seasonal depressions and whatnot. I've kind of come to realize that maybe I don't like January as much as I used to think I did, because when I think about it in the old days, I would probably not like January as much as I would come across anyway, so yeah, that's kind of why everything just took a massive backseat in the last little while. But I want to try and really push ahead and make things happen again, so bear with me on this next little bit, but we're going to try and return back at full force if we can. A major contributing factor to this kind of seasonal stuff is just that my work has been really busy to the point where I'm just too tired to do much of anything else, and that's just kind of the nature of things sometimes. I hope you guys kind of, like, bear with me during these times, I guess, because, again, I have a day job, and I'm not doing any of this for... I wish I was doing this for money, but no, I'm not doing any of this for money anymore, and relying on my day job and whatnot, and things just kind of got a little crazy for the last little while, so kind of just bear with me on that for a bit. So I kind of want to talk about some streams a little bit, some upcoming stuff. I will say briefly on this here, with it passing another 10-year anniversary since 2012, like, that was a massive year for me. I don't know if you guys were around since those days or not. If you were, then you might remember these days, but I did so many Let's Plays that year. I was playing, Paper Mario 1 and 2, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Mario Kart 64 and Double Dash with Darren, which marks 10 years since him and I first started making videos and whatnot. We still talk quite regularly. I would love to have him again on some sort of future video or stream or something, but I mean, that'll all depend, again, on COVID and the world situation right now, which hasn't really been the best, admittedly. We often did kind of hang out a bit even during the pandemic when things were quieter, but this is kind of the worst it's been lately with the Omicron variant and whatnot, so I really hope things can start pushing back to normal here in the next little while. That's just kind of a me speaking thing, but yeah, there were so many crazy things that happened in 2012. My original YouTube partnership was that year. Crazy stuff, man. I can't believe it's been that long, but I don't think I'm doing too many, like, anniversary things for that year, besides, like, the ongoing Paper Mario streams, which I always hesitate to say ongoing when I haven't streamed that since a month ago now, but bear with me here. I do want to eventually return to that, and I guess I can kind of talk about that. The last year or so of my channel... The last year of my channel was also really crazy for different reasons. If it wasn't defined by ukulele, My Twitch was mostly defined by a bunch of Mario Party, especially with the release of Mario Party Superstars, further hyping things up, and even before that, the really crazy Mario Party 5 game we did. There was a lot of Final Fantasy on the channel as well when I streamed all of Final Fantasy 7, which coincidentally that game just turned 25, which is kind of funny. I really, really do kind of want to get back into that mood again at some point. I know I currently have 2 RPGs on the go and another, like, card simulation game as it is, but I really wouldn't mind going back to something like that again at some point. So, hear me out kind of with what my current plans are for the time being. So let's play Super Smash Bros. Let's start there. That Let's Play is going to be ending this week, and then one bonus video next week. And eventually I want to do some other bonus multiplayer stuff, like just have some friends over and play some rounds of multiplayer. That likely won't happen anytime soon because of what I said before, pandemic. If things get quieter again, I would love to have some friends over, or us go somewhere else where there's more room for multiple people. Get Darren over, get Morgan over. Yeah, because I know they both really love Smash 64 as well, and we'll have to just kind of wait and see what happens with that, I guess. But it shouldn't be too much of a longer break for my next Let's Play, and I think I'm going to actually reveal most of my plans for future Let's Plays in this video here. I don't really want to beat around the bush too much with certain things. My work usually gets really, really crazy during March and, like, end of year stuff, so I'm probably going to batch record a bunch of stuff to go live during March, April, and maybe a bit into May as well. Some shorter games that I can likely upload over the course of certain times, so bear with me when I announce certain things. The first such game, I actually originally tried to do a Let's Play of this game on another channel that I'm no longer, like, associated with, that doesn't even exist anymore as far as I know. It's a game franchise that I actually did do a trailer for back in those days, because this game had a promotional demo video in Luigi's Mansion, and I remember I loaded that game up to show that trailer off for, like, a Let's Play trailer, and a bunch of people were confused by what game I was playing. But that game, if I grab the right thing here, would be me dropping another game on the floor, would be Pikmin. I legitimately really love the Pikmin series. It's a game that I really, really do want to cover at some point. I've always wanted to cover this game ever since I picked this up, and yeah, it's a game that it's a game I haven't played in a few years, probably since I attempted to do those original videos, but it is a game that I do legitimately really love, and a series that I do really love, and I haven't really gotten a chance to kind of get around to that, so yeah, at some point I would really, really love to eventually play the Pikmin series. Pikmin 2 probably won't happen for a while yet, but at some point I would love to cover that. And then afterwards, I'm kind of tossing between some ideas right now. I'm just going to be openly transparent with this here. Last year I played Mega Man 5 and 6, and I would not mind covering Mega Man 7 at some point. I'm wary for one thing in Mega Man 7 in particular, and I think anyone who's played that game knows what it is. Wily. But, I wouldn't be against playing that as a Let's Play at some point, and I might do that in this time frame. I remember there was a Twitter thing recently that was like, name the last 5 games you played, and one of them that I said was Mega Man 7. I was practicing it a little bit the other night. We'll see. That is a likely candidate for a future LP. Pikmin is a very short game. I'm going to probably batch record most of that before I even upload it. Well, actually, probably not most of it, but because I want to start Pikmin, like, mid-February at the latest. It's not going to be a very late start for that LP. I'm not going to take as long after Smash to jump into that. Another game I had the idea of throwing around was actually Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. I wouldn't mind playing that game. I'm also not nearly as familiar with that game as I am with DKC1. I might do another playthrough of that here in the next little while, just to kind of prepare myself for that again, but yeah, I just kind of want to throw that around there. I'm just not as familiar as I am with that as I am with DKC1. And I know DKC2 has like a super popular fan following. It's often considered one of the greatest, probably one of the greatest games ever made, honestly. I'm a little more partial to DKC1 myself, but I can see why a lot of people love 2 a lot. So yeah, I'm throwing that idea out there as well. And the last idea I had, and this is probably something that is going to happen, and I know some people are going to get really, really weirded out by this decision here, given that I have a bit of a past history with this game. Yeah, I think it's eventually time to face myself here. Not to make a Persona 4 joke here, because I've been just obsessed with that game for the last, like, month or so. But, the focus is probably, like, way, way out here, but, yeah. Kirby Triple Deluxe is a game that a few years ago I decried as the Hotel Mario of the Kirby series. Naturally, I did not have as many kind things to say about this game, but I honestly do want to give it another chance. I really do. I've played this game twice before. Once shortly after it came out, once a couple years ago for a stream series I actually did on it, before I really started doing Twitch regularly. And I actually still have those VODs backed up on my channel, but they're all on private and scattered across, like, dozens of videos. I don't know if I'd ever want to make those public or not, but those are there. I really do want to give this another shot. One, play the game in way smaller chunks than I was ever used to doing. I think a Let's Play format would be good for that. And just to kind of get, like, some more... No, I don't need to be as anxious when playing it, and be a little more open to certain things, and realize that there are certain things that I can do in Return to Dreamland that I can't do in this game. My point is that this is going to probably be a game that'll likely show up in the springtime on the channel. So, yeah. And the last one that I want to talk about here, and yes, I'm saying last one here because this is going to be a long, long Let's Play that I have planned. I want to dive back to the Zelda series, specifically the 3D series, because I've done a 2D Zelda Let's Play not too long ago in Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. I played that tail end of 2020 into early 2021. It was finished by this time last year, but it's been a really long time since I played a 3D Zelda game. Not since Wind Waker, and that Let's Play was finished in early 2015 and started in late 2013. I kind of want to do another Zelda Let's Play again, and, it took me a while to think again, but I want to go back to one of my favorite of the 3D Zeldas, personally. And I know I say that, like, there's a lot of greatness in the 3D Zelda games, but the more I think about it, the more I really do love Twilight Princess as a game. It's hard for me to describe it because there's a lot of things I probably shouldn't like about it, but as a game, it is such a fun Zelda game. And, such a fun game that, yeah. Now, this game's always been in contention of whether or not it would get a Switch port at some point. If it does by, like, the middle of the year, I will probably just Let's Play the Switch version, because there are some weirdly dated things by the Wii U version. But I don't know if that will or not at some point. Because, like, there's a few collectibles and stuff that have almost no purpose in the Wii U version now. But, I do have this, and this is the HD version of the game. I would likely just play this version. Even though I have a lot of memories, I definitely have a lot more memories playing the Wii version, because this was my first Wii game. Well, first Wii game besides Wii Sports, but yeah, this was like the first Wii game I got. Oh god, 15 years ago. God, I feel old. I feel old, man. But yeah, that's going to be a very large undertaking. Everyone I know who's ever Let's Played Twilight Princess usually has gone well over 60 to 80 to more videos, depending on when they did it. It's going to be a lengthy process, but I think at this point, I'd rather have a game that I do really enjoy, that I have a lot of stories with, that hopefully by the time I'm done with that, this pandemic can officially be either an endemic or fucking gone. I am so sick of COVID-19, as I'm sure so many others are. And if I can Let's Play something long to get me through some of those harder times, and not long as in the freaking 50 videos for a lizard and bat on the channel platformer that should not have taken 50 freaking videos, I'll do that. So, yeah, at some point, I'm thinking probably around June, July, expect me to start my Let's Play of Twilight Princess. That's going to be a very long Let's Play. Whether or not something will happen in the time since, well, actually, stuff will happen in the Twitch side of things, which I guess I'd like to kind of comment on again as well, since we have some time here still. I want to talk about kind of my current and future upcoming streams here. And I don't have a whole lot of time left to do this, because space on the card's pretty slim right now, but yeah, really quickly I want to talk about two events that are happening, and then my current and possibly future Twitch streams. This weekend here, this Friday, February 4th, I will be partaking in a charity event, actually, run by the Stack Game Marathon, which is a charity marathon I was a part of last year, late last year. There is a charity event that will be going on again this weekend that I am a part of here. There's a Mario Party Superstars tournament, and this is a, pardon the pun that I did not make originally, but this is a star-studded cast of Mario Party players, and I am so excited to play this. Oh man. We're going to be featuring the likes of 38 Knopf, Praise Scooter, myself, Madame Wario, Slim Kirby, Toad in Wonderland, Power to Mario, and Zenonia. It's going to be a wild, wild event. I cannot wait to play this game, and I'm not entirely sure of the structure of everything yet, because I don't exactly know what the brackets are, but I'll be in at least 2 games, because there's a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket, so no matter what, I'm playing at least 2 games of Mario Party here, and yeah, so that's definitely going to be a very exciting time here. Also, in February, marks my birthday, and I'll also be playing Mario Party that day, so the last Saturday of the month is February 26th, that is my birthday, and I will be streaming an 80-turn game of Peach's Birthday Cake. I will be streaming a full 50-turn game of the original Mario Party 1, and a full 30-turn game of Superstars. The Superstars round will be with friends. The original is going to be solo by myself. It shouldn't take that long, especially the solo game, because Mario Party 1 does go by very fast, and I will also be doing things like skipping the explanation screens and other stuff that just will make the game go by a lot faster. And yeah, so look forward to seeing you guys there for that. Lastly, I guess, I'll talk about my current and future streams while I have about 4 minutes to go here. So these are 2 of my current streams here, Shining Pearl and Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I'd like to get back to these at some point in the near future. I don't want to ever turn something into just streaming it for sake of, like, getting it done, because that's just kind of a sign of being a little burnt out. But I'm kind of at that point in some ways. Shining Pearl, I am kind of past the beginning slow parts. I'll probably play a little... I'll definitely get back to that again at some point in the near future. It's definitely going to be my weekend Saturday stream slot, because it is the longest of the games. My other stream is Paper Mario, which is also pretty long, and I've only just barely started that, so... Hopefully, that I'll probably stream... I can honestly stream probably... Like, I usually stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, which is a weird thing because my Let's Play slot got lumped in with that. That's kind of why I was kind of awkward with streaming for a while, but... Getting back to that, I will probably be able to start streaming again at that slot normally, and I would love to... I haven't decided on the days yet, but Yu-Gi-Oh! And Paper Mario will probably be on the Tuesdays and Thursdays. I haven't decided. Maybe I might do a week of Paper Mario streams on both those days. Maybe I might do a week of Yu-Gi-Oh! Streams on those days and just kind of rotate out. Just, I guess, depending on what I guess I'm in the mood for. With Pokemon on Saturdays. Whatever kind of gets me through those times, I guess. Yeah, and once I finish those, I guess the last thing I want to point out here is that I know this is such a dangerous thought when I'm already thinking about doing a bunch of RPGs, but I really want to do another big RPG, and I'm kind of trying to decide between two games. One of them is Final Fantasy VI, which I do own through the SNES Classic. It's on that. And that is a game I've always really wanted to play. And I really enjoyed playing FF7 last year. I would love to play another Final Fantasy game again. And I'll probably do that again at some point. I tried to start playing it a couple years ago and didn't really get that far. I'd definitely probably just start over, even though I'm only like maybe 2 hours into the game. But if I was to do a stream, I'd start over anyway. And the other game, believe it or not, and this is another long one, but the other game would probably be Tales of Symphonia, which I also have on my Steam library. I've heard the Steam version's kind of weird, but I'm sure it's probably fine by now anyway. But that is a game I would be interested in playing. And I know that's also a very long game, I realize, but it is something I am interested in playing here, and I have no time left here. So, poll in the description below which one you would want to see first, and yeah.